ThatGothicKid.com.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am That Gothic Kid from TGKGaming and ThatGothicKid.com. I'm here today to review Lego Batman 3 for PC. I know most of you are probably playing it on Xbox One or PS4 or whatever. Yes, I'm in PJs because fuck it, it's early. Anyway, let's just get straight on to it. I mean, there are probably spoilers. I don't know. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, just play the game yourself, and then if you want my opinion, come and listen to me. Okay, so a little history. I did play Lego Batman 1 on Wii of all consoles because that's what my kids had and they liked it and they wanted to play it, so whatever. I don't necessarily remember beating it because I didn't like it. I never fucking liked Lego games. I thought it was childish. I thought it was stupid. The Legos never talked. You know, it was just like, what's the point? And I don't like Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't like, you know, whatever the hell else they were doing with the Legos at the time. And then when they're like, Lego Batman, I'm like, oh shit. Well, it's going to be stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. So whatever. And then I played it for a little while. I don't think I beat it. But Lego Batman 2 came out, and I noticed that there's voice acting finally, and I'm like, ooh, I think I'll give this a go. So I played and beat Lego Batman 2, and my biggest complaint on Lego Batman 2 was that it wasn't centered enough around Batman, and it wasn't really a Batman story. It was more of a, I don't want to say Justice League story. I don't remember it all. I don't remember. I remember like Joker had a giant robot or something like that in the end. It doesn't matter. The point is, it's a fucking Batman game, and they focused more on everyone else. I like the little Batman Superman switcheroo they did in the second or third act of that game. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. I beat the fucking game. So when Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham came out, I was like, fucking yeah, you know, whatever. So I got it. I've been working with this PC. You know, I got rid of all my consoles. I'm a PC gamer now by choice. And the entire reason I am here before you is because my editing software will not record anything on my PC unless it's in a windowed mode. If it's full screen, it's just a black screen and it won't record it. Which is my major gripe about these Lego PC fucking releases. Even with third-party programs, these games cannot be forced into any sort of windowed mode. Period. I've done Google search after Google search. I even read a story about a guy that, you know, has a decent-ass PC and a couple of monitors. I'm running 3 monitors, but anyway. He'd always let his son or daughter or whoever it was play games on the secondary monitor that he'd drag over so he could do his work on his PC or like his insurance agency or whatever. I don't know what it was. And he would let his kid or whatever play games on the secondary monitor while he's working on the main monitor doing his office work. I don't know. Anyway, he was fucking livid because if a game is full screen, you can't move it over to your other thing. So it was bad, and I tried getting third-party programs to force it. I tried doing the properties thing. I tried everything possible. Alt-Enter, everything. Escape, because some things escaped the space bar. Everything that anything has used toggle before, I tried. Nothing. Google searches among Google searches, nothing. Everything is like, fuck it, they're Lego games. Lego games do not go to window mode. I'm like, great. So I can't let's play the fucking game. Therefore, here I am giving you my thoughts on the game, which I haven't even gotten into yet. And it's been, what, 5-6 minutes? I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me continue. So the game started off pretty strong. I felt Batman was represented well in the first act. I mean, be it Lego, you know. I don't want to harp on it too much because overall it did keep my attention enough to where I played it until I beat it. In a lot of games, I'm like, if it sucks, I'll quit halfway through and be like, it wasn't worth my time. Let me think here. Oh yes, my first main gripe is the fact that the very first thing you see in the game is like Sinestro and all the Lantern Corps, you know, doing something in space. And I'm like, are you sure this is a Batman game? You know? So, you know, the story goes on, and then finally I'm Batman and Robin, you know. And I didn't know anything about the game at all. Nothing. I saw that it was released. I was like, oh, I'll go get it. I'll get it. So I got it. Very first level, it's pretty fun, you know. It's the same Lego, bust everything up, hope to build stuff that'll progress your storyline. Use, you know, go back and forth through characters on which outfits will do this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden I heard a voice crying for help. And I'm like, I know that voice. It's fucking Adam West. I'm like, no shit. And I spent forever trying to save him from that shark in the very first level. Come to find out, you cannot save him unless you're Solomon Grundy, which you don't unlock until much, much later. And that's another major gripe that I have about this particular game, and probably Lego games in general, is that it dangles a lot in front of your face that you can't have. Like, you go into it knowing that once you beat the story, you're still going to have to play it for 4 or 5 hours to go back and do all this free play stuff, to do the stuff that you weren't allowed to do during your main campaign. And that sucks. It makes you feel very unaccomplished. It makes you feel very frustrated because you see what you need to do, but then in a lot of instances, you don't know. You know, like I said, with the Solomon Grundy thing with Adam West, the first time you see him, and he's on a little boat thingy, and a shark is circling him. You don't know that you have to be somebody else in order to complete that goal. So I spent like 35, 40 minutes just there trying to figure out what I had to break, what I had to do, what suit I needed, what the fuck I had to do to rescue Adam West. And that Google searches later, I found out that I couldn't, and then I was pissed and moved on. You fight Killer Croc, you do some stuff. It's pretty cool. And then of course, after you defeat Killer Croc or he gets away, you see the Joker's there. They bust out of Arkham. This and everything. There's Cheetah, Solomon Grundy. It doesn't matter. There's a slew of villains, right? So, you know, you keep playing the game, you're Batman and Robin, you know, the story starts progressing, and as you go along, it becomes less and less about Batman and more about everyone else. I really hated that. It became like it really became a Justice League game. Like, it was, the Watchtower was there, Martian Manhunter and Wonder Woman. I fucking hate Wonder Woman. I hate when games force you to be people you don't want to be. You know, it's a Batman and Robin game. A Batman game. I expected to be Batman and Robin. I expected to be some Batman characters. I did not expect to be Superman and Wonder Woman and Flash and all these people. So that was at first really upsetting. I hated that so much. I know it's beyond Gotham, but Lego Batman 2 was also bullshit. Lex Luthor, or whatever, he is the same voice as he is in the Justice League. Well, what has always been, really, except for a few of those direct-to-DVD DC releases. Anyway, I have moved on from this game, and I'm now playing Lego Marvel Superheroes. Because I got them both at the same time. This should have just been a DC Superheroes game. It really should. It should not be called Batman, because so much of it doesn't revolve around Batman. I've said that enough. I've said it enough. Batman is not in it enough. Let me get to a good point. Good point. It's not a hard game. It gets pretty confusing a lot of times, but it's not hard. I want to get to a decent point. Conan O'Brien is in this game, and I love that. Kevin Smith is in this game, and I love that. You can customize your own hero, and I love that. The Batcave has got a lot of cool little things in it. There's a lot of clever nuances to certain other things. There's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of references, a lot of this, a lot of that, blah, 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 blah. It's a great nostalgic thing. Now I don't know if this is extra DLC or what it is, but I got a DLC pack with it, where you can do like the 75 years of Batman anniversary. You can do the Dark Knight trilogy. You can do Superman Man of Steel has its own storyline, and I'm just like, no. It's a fucking Batman game. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? It's good. It's frustrating, but it's good. It kept my attention. Here's my other main gripe: is it's very hard to navigate. It's so hard to navigate. I literally had to pull up IGN on my phone. Plug for IGN, by the way, I guess. Whatever. I didn't look up a walkthrough, per se, because I don't like to do that. But I had to get a list of the level order, because I had no idea what I was doing. You beat a level, you go to the Watchtower. Or you go to the Hall of whatever. You got it there. The globe opens up, and then like you can rotate around the globe, and certain little things are around there, and you gotta. Fuck it. Let me show it to you. Like, see there's a Watchtower, and that's something else. You know, Lego games are supposed to be Lego games, but for some reason, there's a lot of things in Lego games that aren't built out of Legos. Like the Watchtower is not built out of Legos, period. It's just rendered, or made, or whatever. See right here, we are in the Watchtower. No, we're not. Where are we? I think we're... I don't know where we are. It doesn't matter where we are. Hall of Justice, Watchtower, okay. I'm surprisingly Batman and Robin. Anyway, yeah. There's Conan O'Brien. See? I finished the story. Told you.
Wrong. Don't forget about all that free play stuff you can do.
Alright, so here it is. This is your globe, okay? And like down here, Dark Knight trilogy, I believe this is all DLC. I haven't beat these because I haven't got to it yet. But this is it right here. Say you beat this level here. Well, 2 or 3 more levels will open up. And you don't know which one to do next in the story. And I'm a big stickler for the story. I want to see it in a linear fashion. I don't want to jump around. So I had to get a level listing of levels in order where I played each level in the correct order to play it in. And that upset me so much. And Lego Marvel Superheroes is way worse. The Lego game, these are supposed to be for little kids. Like, I always deemed Lego games for littler kids. I, as a 30-year-old man, had trouble figuring out what the fuck was going on in this game. So that's totally negative for me. I hated it. But you know, the story itself was okay. The MVP of this game is fucking Cyborg. If you have... Oh, man. I don't know what the best team would be if it's a 2-man team. but there's certain instances where you can have like 4 people at once on your team, maybe a little bit more than that, I don't know. But that's only like storyline wise. I don't know if you can do that in free play. I don't know. Anyway, Cyborg is awesome. However, I'm very upset he isn't voiced by the Teen Titans voice actor that does Cyborg. I was really hoping to hear some of that guy, because you view Cyborg as a certain guy. It's like, and of course Batman's not Kevin Conroy and whatever. Of course Mark Hamill's not the Joker, but when Lex Luthor's the real voice actor, you know, and not like the other ones did a bad job, but you know, when you see a character that's iconic with a certain voice and it's not that voice, it's a little unsettling. Whatever.
You finished the story, huh?
Oh, shut up.
Ready to hang up your cape and call it a night?
Anyway, I don't know what I would give it as a rating.
Don't forget about all that free play stuff you can do.
It is so far the best Lego game I've played. It is really good. I like it a lot, but there's just a lot of bad stuff about it that I can't get over. And I do recommend the game, don't get me wrong, but you better have a smartphone or a secondary monitor to open a Google page or something like that to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do. Here's the biggest spoiler of all, okay? Adam West in the game. You can be almost every Batman there ever was in this game. There's characters for Brave and the Bold, the Dark Knight trilogy, the old Detective Comics one where he's got like the bat ears that come out to the side instead of straight up. Love that. There's like a Lantern Corps Batman. I mean, it's just like, it's like when Batman Forever came out, or something like that. Like, the toy line would have all these different Batmans that weren't in the movie. You know, like Ice Blast Batman and blah 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 Batman. But it's not necessarily like that. But there's a lot of different Batmans in this game. Anyway, that being said, after you beat the game, there's a bonus level that unless you already know about it or got a hint to it, does hint to it in the middle of the game somewhere. If you're in the Batcave and you go in the Batcave, there's the old Adam West TV show set made out of Legos. If you break the right thing or talk to the right person, it does say something about you can come back after you've beaten the game for a bonus thing. Well, that's what it is. You go back and you pull this lever, or press B, shoot the thing, you pull it, and the bookshelf moves, and the poles are there. And then you go down the poles, and you get to play a good chunk of the 60s Batman TV show. Narrated by Adam West. You get the Cesar Romero Joker. It's fucking awesome. It is awesome. I was marking out, so to speak, the entire time. It was so good. Like, that by itself is worth beating the game for. I loved it. I loved it. But navigation's fucking terrible. It's not necessarily a Batman story. Too many things that you're supposed to do later that are thrown in your face that you can't do unless you're in free play. The goods, overall it's a decent game. The voice acting's good. I don't even know why I'm numbering the things. It doesn't fucking matter. I recommend the game on any platform. I mean, playing it on PC will probably get you the highest resolution possible. If you have a good TV, and you have a good gaming setup, you can probably max everything out. You can probably get a little bit better. You can get better than 1080p. You can get better than that, deeper, richer colors and stuff like that. But whatever you're gaming on, I do not suggest it for kids like, you know, 6, PS5. You know, my 5-year-old played it, but that was with my 7-year-old. So, I don't know. It seems like it's really complicated. Like, if you're going to sit a kid down and have him beat the story, have fun. Because it's not going to happen. Like, at least not in a linear fashion or anytime soon. It took me... I beat over half of it in one sitting, but then I had stuff to do. So it was like the next day or two. I beat it over a span of 3 days, but whatever. It took me, I couldn't tell you how many hours it took me. I played it overnight one night, and then I played it for a few hours one day, and then the next day I beat it. So, I don't know. It's not necessarily a long game. Ooh! I'm sorry. Something just popped in my head. Something else that I cannot stand about any video game. Non-skippable cutscenes. They piss me off. Unless it's got that whole disease where you have to view it once. After that, you can skip it. Doesn't matter. Whatever. You can skip it every time after you've seen it once. But it forces you. You have to sit there through it the first time. And I'm like, some of them are really stupid. You know, like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing on this random... Oh, yeah, the whole last part of the game is just a bunch of bullshit. You're going to different lantern planets to get power to do whatever, and then the very last level is kind of cool because you fight this gigantic Superman. He's brainwashed by Brainiac is the main antagonist for this game. But and that's what pisses me off the most. Brainiac is a fucking Superman villain. You know? What? It's like Joker and them are an afterthought, and then of course they all team together, and then there's this whole thing where everyone's emotions get fucked with because they all got hit with these lantern beams or whatever, and I don't mean to cut on it too much, because overall I had fun, but a lot of it was just, I don't want to say convoluted, but come on. I know it's made for kids, but if you're trying to truly represent a Batman franchise, I think it should have had a little bit more. I think it could have had a richer story. You know, the animated series back in the day was for kids, and that's not represented in this game at all. Yeah, it's not. I don't see anything for Batman Forever. I didn't see anything for Batman and Robin, which I don't blame him there, but Batman Forever was a damn good movie. You know, I can think of Batman Beyond wasn't represented. Well, no, I'm sorry. Batman Beyond is a picture on a wall somewhere in the 75th anniversary level, but he's not a character that I know of. I might be wrong. Some of these might happen in characters that I haven't unlocked yet, or whatever, but as far as I can tell, there's a lot of Batman that I did not see represented in that whatsoever. But there's going to be a Lego Batman movie that they claim will have every incarnation of Batman ever, but the last Lego Batman movie was nothing but cutscenes of Lego Batman 2 with a little bit of filler thrown in there to make it seem like a movie. And that's what I expect this Lego Batman movie to be. It's pretty much just all the cutscenes from this with a little bit of things to make it seem like a movie. Anyway, I don't know. It's gone on too long. If I'm gonna rate, if there's a rating system in this review, if it's 1 to 10, I give it an average rating, which would be 5 or 6, something like that. For playability, I give it like a strong, close to 7. Replayability is very high because you have to, but then again, that can also make it pretty low. For me, I'm not going to do it. I'm done with this game. Completely done. I'm over it. I'm going to play like the 75th anniversary thing. You know, I'm not playing the Superman storyline. I'm going to play the 75th anniversary portion of it. I'm going to play the Dark Knight trilogy. And I'm done. I'm not replaying the levels in free play. I'm not doing free play. I play games for the story, and once I beat it, fuck it, I'm done. Unless it's so fucking good that I have to stay in that universe for longer. For me, replay value is fucking 0. For the normal gamer, it's probably higher because they want to go back and do all the free play stuff. So really, it's pretty high, but for me, it's 0. It looks good, it feels good, it plays good, controls are good, swapping's good. I don't know. I think it's very good overall. Strong 6. I think I said close to 7. I recommend it. I think it's a good thing. I would recommend getting a long rental, maybe, like a GameFly type thing, or a family video. If you got like a 5-day rental on it, you could destroy this game. I mean, yeah, I mean, I beat well over half of it in one night, like one overnight where I sat and played it all night. I think you could beat it. You could beat it in a 24-hour span if you sat there and did it. I mean, maybe a little less. You could probably beat it in 12, 13 hours, something like that. But if you're not going to do the free play stuff, just rent it. Seriously. It's not something you need to spend $60 on or whatever, however much games are today. You don't need to do it, because once you've done it, I'm never going to play this game again. You know? It's not like a Resident Evil 2 or whatever that, I'll go back to it for nostalgia every once in a while. No. No. Alright, I'm done. That's all I got. Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. I give it a resounding worth it.
ThatGothicKid.com